Awesome. I want to ask you a question. Are you one of the millions of people across the world who has made a New Year's resolution and is already struggling to keep it, is already struggling, already feeling like a failure because, perhaps you've already broken your New Year's resolution? Do you make New Year's resolutions? I would love to know. So let me know down in the comments if you make New Year's resolutions, if you've already broken your New Year's resolution, or where you are in this whole new year, new you process. So let me know. If you're joining me, let me know who you are. Let me know where you're coming in from. If you're catching the replay, then please drop a hashtag replay down below so I can come back around and say hello to you. But for those who don't know who I am, if you maybe you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Fran Loubser and I coach and train. I'm a network marketing leader. I coach and train network marketers and home-based business owners to take their businesses online, to leverage the power of social media, to brand yourself, and to use magnetic marketing to actually start attracting your perfect prospects to you, so you can stop being a salesy weirdo, so you can stop chasing your friends and family, so you can stop posting your products all over Facebook, so you can stop sending the hey girl messages and actually start building a business that you love. So let me know where you are at, and let me know if you have made a New Year's resolution. Let me know if you've broken it already, because about 92% of people actually break their New Year's resolutions within the first week or two of the new year. They do not last. And I'm going to give you three tips. I'm going to give you three tips to actually help you set goals. I'm not even going to talk about New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to give you three tips to help you set goals that actually are achievable. So let me know if you are, let me know if you're excited for this, because so often I think when people set goals, when people set New Year's resolutions, number one, they're not specific. It's like, well, I'm going to get more organized. That's one of my favorite ones. I'm going to be more organized this year, or I'm going to get fit, or I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to quit my job, okay, or I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to grow my business. But it's not a specific goal, okay? So you need to be really specific about where you want to be. But let's first talk about goals. So let me know where you're at. Let me know if you've set goals. Let me know where you're at in this whole process, or if you've set set New Year's resolutions, and let me know if you've actually achieved those New Year's resolutions, because most people don't. So I would love to know where you are at in this whole process. But the first, so three things is that you need to know in order to actually set successful goals. Let's just talk about goals, okay? In order to set successful goals, the first thing that you need to know is where you want to be. So what is that goal? What does that goal look like? Okay, what does that goal look like? And this is where you need to be super, super specific. So you need to say, by June the 10th, I will have lost 20 pounds. Or by, March the 5th, I will have enrolled 5 people into my team. Or by January 2022, I will have quit my job. You need to be super specific as to the time, the date, what you want to have achieved by then. Everything it needs to be a specific goal, okay? And you need to set a deadline for it, okay? So there's no point in saying, I will be successful in my business. What does that success look like? Will you have enrolled, by, maybe you want to say, I want to quit my job. What is going to take you to quit your job? What income do you need to be earning to quit your job? So in order to earn that income to quit your job, how many people do you need to enroll into your business in order to make that money, in order to quit your job? Do you see how you're getting there? So you need to have a specific goal. You need to have it's a roadmap. You need to have a specific goal. So be specific about where you want to be and what does it look like. Okay, so have a date in mind. All right. So say your goal is by January 2022, I will be making 10K a month in my business, okay? In order to do that, I would actually break it down, because that sometimes can be such a big goal that you can't actually visualize it. So break it down into something smaller. So in order to, maybe you need to have enrolled, I don't know how many 100 people, whatever you need to have done. break that down into smaller chunks. So, you know, if you need to have enrolled, maybe, okay, let's say you need to have enrolled 100 people by January, by this time next year. Say in June, I will have enrolled 50 people. So if you break that down further, what does that look like? How many conversations do you have to have? How many people do you need to be growing your audience? How many people do you need to be having conversations with every day in order to be enrolling those many people into your business by January 22? Okay, so break it down and be like really clear as to what you need to do. And if this is something that you don't know about, reach out to your upline and find out. Say, look, this is what I want to, this is where I want to be, this is what I want to be earning. How many people do I have to enroll into my business in order to be earning that money? Okay, so if I need to enroll that many people, break it down into smaller chunks so that it is more, so that it feels more achievable. Okay, so that is the first thing, is you need to know where you want to be. Okay, set a big goal, set a goal that is going to excite you and challenge you and push you out of your comfort zone. There's no point in saying, well, by January 22 I want to have enrolled 5 people into my business. Well, do you think that's going to push you? Do you think it's going to challenge you? Do you think that's going to make you get out of bed and work for it? Okay, so number one, where do you want to be? The second thing is, it's actually understanding where you are right now. So you know where you want to be. Where are you right now? Let me know if this is helping you. Let me know if this is actually making any sense for you. And if you're thinking, oh, okay, I'm understanding now how to actually set these goals. So where are you right now? Embrace where you're at. Okay, but this is where you need to be okay with where you're at. Understand where you're at. Understand that you are, maybe you're at square one, or maybe you actually are further on than you think you are. But this is where you are going to make yourself accountable. This is where you're going to make a declaration to yourself. Okay, this is where I'm at, and this is where I want to be. Okay, and this is where you want to maybe be accountable to yourself, but maybe this is where you want to reach out to your upline, or to a coach or mentor, or to somebody, or if you're part of a community, if you want to reach out to me and say, Fran, this is where I'm at, and this is the goal that I want to achieve. Be accountable to somebody. Okay, so that it's not just, you've just not told yourself, because then when you don't achieve it, it's like, well, you can just kind of forget about that little goal, because you never said it out loud to anybody. Okay, so be accountable to yourself, but also make yourself accountable to somebody else, and make yourself and make your goal a priority. Make that goal a priority, because so often I think we put everybody else ahead of us. We put our family, we put our cooking meals, we put other people's businesses. Maybe if you've got a team, you put the rest of the team ahead of you and ahead of your goals. It's not being selfish to actually make yourself a priority. So make yourself a priority and be accountable. So where you want to be, where you're at right now, know where you're at right now. Okay, and then the third step is, how are you going to get there? So this is where you need a roadmap. This is where so often, and I'm going to tell it as it is, this is where you need to invest in mentorship. This is where you actually need to invest in a coach, or you need to join a team that is going to give you a roadmap to actually get to where you want to be, that is going to show you how to get to where you want to be. Okay, so this is super important, is investing in yourself, investing in mentoring, investing in coaching, or join a team. But people, when it comes to investing in coaching and mentoring, is actually, that mentoring should come from people who are actually doing and who are walking the walk and talking the talk. So people who have been where you're at and have got to where you want to be. So they understand where you are. They know how they got where you want to be, and they can show you the way. They can guide you. They can give you a roadmap. They can help you and coach you and mentor you. Okay, and I I get it, because a lot of people say, well, I can't afford coaching, I can't afford mentoring. How important is that dream to you? How important is that goal to you? This is where you need to ask yourself, how important is that goal to you? Because if that dream is big enough, and if it is important enough to you, then that coaching, that mentoring, that investment in yourself is going to pay for itself a million times over, when you have achieved that goal. That I can promise you. That I can absolutely promise you. So this is where it is super, super important to invest in yourself. And there's a ton of free training out there. There's a ton of free training out there. But do you think, what you get with free? I mean, free, you're never going to get, you're never going to get a roadmap. You're never going to get exactly how to build your business with free training. Okay, free training will just it's not going to cut it. Okay, free is my friend Kat said this the other day, is probably one of the most expensive words in the entrepreneurial world, because free is you're going to spend a ton of time watching free training and end up getting nowhere. And time is one commodity that you can never ever get back. It's probably the most precious thing that we have for ourselves. Okay, so if you want to not waste a ton of time doing training that actually doesn't help you get where you want to be, then invest in yourself, invest in coaching, invest in mentoring. Okay, and when you are going along this roadmap, is number one, you need to believe in yourself and believe that you're worthy, believe that your dream is worthy, believe also that you are going to achieve that success. If you can't visualize it, if you can't see yourself being a six-figure earner, this is where you actually need to get, again, coaching and mentoring to actually change that money mindset that you may have, because you may say, well, I want to quit my job, or maybe I want to be a six-figure earner, but can you see it? Can you visualize it? Do you, or is that something that is holding you back, that you don't see yourself worthy, or you don't see yourself as being a six-figure earner? So you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in that you will be successful. And if you want to achieve that goal, and if this goal is big enough and worthy, you think you're worthy of it, and you believe in it, and you want to achieve that goal, then you need to also make sure that you're showing up consistently every single day in order to achieve that goal. Okay, so if you are looking, let me know if this has been of value for you today. So you need to know where you need to know where you want to be. You need to know where you are right now, and you need a roadmap to get to where you want to be. Okay, and that roadmap is going to involve an investment in yourself, an investment in coaching and mentoring in order to achieve that. So let me know if this has been of value today. I hope this has been of value for you today. But if you want that roadmap, if you want that mentoring and coaching and roadmap to actually get to where you want to be, then just drop roadmap down in the comments, and I will get in touch with you and get you a link to training that is going to help you get to where you want to be. So I hope this has been of value for you today. Happy New Year again, and I will see you all